Recording in progress. Got it.
Got it. Welcome to the Four Amigos. I think we're talking about pharmacists today and dementia, but I'm not quite. It could go anywhere.
It could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, we go peace, don't we?
We do.
Pissed as well, probably.
But I'm always having problem with this pharmacy. But I thought I'd sorted it because I used to get my medication in a blister pack every week.
Yeah.
Pick it up weekly. But, as all of us are busy and sometimes we may be away the next week's prescription.
Yeah. How dare we?
Yes. So I used to pick them up on a Monday. But if I was away, I'd go in and ask. Because they were always put ready a month in advance. So I'd go in and ask, could I take 2 weeks that week? And there was always a row. Oh, we can't let you, it's not due till next week. Well, I'm not here next week, so I need to take them. Oh, well, we can't do that. You'll have to go to your doctor's. So then I have to get a bus to the doctor's and then a bus back to the chemist. And anyway, cut a long story short, my daughter says, look, why don't you get them monthly? So for the past 2 years, that's what we've been doing.
So you have 4 trays at a time?
Yeah.
All right.
No problem.
Yeah.
Same chemist. I go last week. I go to get the bus to get to the chemist. The bus doesn't arrive, so I end up walking.
Was that the pharmacist's fault, by the way?
No.
The bus didn't come. Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't their fault. It was just... Anyway, I had to walk like 4 miles to the chemist.
Oh, Bennett.
I got there, I asked for my month's supply. And they said they can't give me a month's supply in a blister pack, in blister packs. So I says, well, you have done for the last nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
No, we've got a new owner or something, and we can only give, if you have blister packs, you can only have 1 a week. So I says, but that's not going to, this is why I went to the monthly, because that won't work for me, because sometimes, I'm away a lot. Well, we're sorry, that's all we can do. He says you can have a month's supply in boxes. I said, so then I've got to sort them all out myself. I said, I've got dementia, I live alone. I said, I'm going to end up getting them all mixed up.
You can't have dementia because you go out.
Yeah, and you don't look like you've got dementia.
I mean, I could get my daughter to sort them out, but it's not the point.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah, why? Why? Anyway, he said, well, they're not due till the Monday. So we can't even give you this. We've got this month's done, but we can only give you 1 pack out of them. Anyway,
God.
I said, well, just give them me and then I'll try and sort. If you've got them there. No, we're sorry, we can't give blister packs, because if you're on blister packs, it means you're an emergency and you're not capable of having a full month's tablet. I says, but you'd give me a month in the boxes to sort out myself, but you won't give me the month where it's all in the days I need. So he said, oh, you'll have to go to your GP.
Right.
So then I had to
Back on the bus again.
wait for another bus. Do you know, something that would have took me an hour took me 4 hours, because I then had to wait in the GP for a doctor to sign the new prescription. I had to go back. I had to wait. He said, can you come and pick them up tomorrow? I was going away in the morning.
And they had them already prepared?
Yeah. I said, no, I'm going away in the morning. He said, oh, well, can you come back in 30 minutes?
Oh, my goodness.
I says, well, you've got them there. He says, I know, but we'll have to do this. Anyway, I had to walk them back into the town, have a coffee, then walk back and then wait for I just missed the bus.
Oh, Jesus.
Home, so I had to wait an hour for another bus. Took me like 4 hours. The should have took an hour with the buses. And now, apparently, because my daughter went in to play out
All of them.
She came home with a week's worth in a blister pack and then a load of boxes, which she sorted out for me. And then they said, well, she could go back to the doctor and ask for a weekly prescription for a blister pack, but to give 2 prescriptions at one time. So on the 4th of October, which is when's that? Wednesday. Got to go to the GP, which is a nightmare. Ask for 2 week prescriptions together. Then they will give me 2 blister packs. And then 2 weeks after that, go to the GP again and get another 2 weeks.
That's just crazy.
So I said to Ellie, oh, just get them a month in boxes. And if I take the wrong ones, I'll sue them.
Good for you.
Oh.
Just why do they have to make?
Fraser.
And then they said, can you tell us your name and address? And I said, no, I've got dementia and I can't remember. And you made me anxious.
Oh, my goodness.
And walked out with my big box.
That's just
crazy. I mean, it's not just crazy.
Ridiculous.
It's actually, it seems morally, ethically,
everything's wrong.
Everything's
with it.
wrong about it.
Yeah. And then when I went back to the GP, the receptionist in the GP, the doctor said, oh, she got me the prescriptions after me waiting for ages, and the doctor had signed them. So she given me to take back to the chemist. And she also clipped a note onto the prescriptions and said, would you give that to the pharmacist? She said, it's not about your prescription.
This woman is mad.
This is about another patient who's...
What?
We sent his prescription over and they said they hadn't had it, and they had had it. And I've been phoning them all morning. This is a GP receptionist, and they haven't answered. So could you take that note, please, and give it
Jesus, Jesus.
I said, yeah. So I got back to the chemist. I said, here's my prescriptions, which you should have anyway. And here's a note from the GP receptionist about somebody else, about his prescription, because it wasn't in an envelope, so he's read it. Which is,
My goodness.
I mean, that contravenes
Yeah, that
a
is.
few
Wow.
things.
yeah, because
My
it
goodness.
mentioned the prescription he was on. It didn't
Wow.
put his name, but it just said a patient.
Okay.
But it's not right to give me that note to give
No,
to.
it's not. It's not.
You would think that a GP surgery wouldn't have any trouble getting through to a pharmacy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I've tried.
No, but it sounds like the
phoning them up
pharmacist's fault, not the GP's.
Yeah, no,
Oh yeah, yeah.
they're terrible. And the woman there who serves you, she's like Hitler's girlfriend. I don't.
Eva, some brawn, von Braun.
Do you know she's when you ask, can you have? This is why I went monthly, because every time I went in and said, can I have pick up 2 weeks? Oh,
What? Two?
yeah. What? And she
Have
nearly
you not got
stole
another
my
chemist?
in the end.
Have you not got another chemist, Dory?
No, they're the nearest one.
Oh, good,
Oh
good.
my goodness.
Well, if you can walk 4 miles to that one, can't you walk 10 to another one?
Yeah. I mean, that is really.
It'll give you an excuse for a day trip every month.
Oh,
Yeah. No, but they're just
Go to
so.
Llandudno.
Yeah.
it was wrong on so many counts that I lost count.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just gets worse every time. I
Yeah.
thought that's why I went to having it monthly. So why have they changed?
I won't talk about me yet. What about the other, Wendy and Gail? How do you get your meds?
I don't fit.
Oh, you don't take anything, do you, dear?
You don't take anything that's little and round.
Not even hubby.
Oh. Yeah, I have to get mine monthly, and in the boxes,
Right.
and I sort them out, but I haven't a clue really if I've got sorted them out right. I just take whatever's in there,
Yeah.
and some days I know it's not right.
Does your daughter help?
No, it's like, we were saying with Dory that, why should they have to help? If you, the reason why I couldn't have the blister pack was because they wanted to put one that I take in the morning because it suits my body better. But they insist it has to be taken in the evening, so it would have to go in the evening slot.
Oh.
And even the GP, even her approval didn't make any difference. They said they're legally bound to put the medication in the slots that it states.
I think
So,
I think you've hit upon one of the problems with pharmacists, and I've come across this sort of thing as well in my dealings, is that they, unless you come across a really, really nice, friendly one, which you do sometimes get, because a lot of them are locums, you very rarely see the same one week after day after week. And most of them are, I won't say Jobsworths, but they will not go against any rules as they interpret them.
Even with the
they won't
GP.
listen to you as an individual.
no.
And the interesting thing there for me, no, not interesting, devastatingly bad thing, is that the government wants pharmacists to do more.
Yeah.
They want us to go to pharmacists before we go see a doctor if it's not something really serious. I wouldn't bloody go to my pharmacist and ask them about
Only.
odds and ends. I might if I wanted a plaster, but then I probably would have died of blood loss by the time I got there. So I wouldn't do that either.
No.
I think it's their profession that they're protecting their own backs all the time, and so won't, this compensation culture type thing. They're afraid of somebody bringing something against them from what they said or did, so they don't. I mean, in all fairness, mine is very helpful. But they just won't do as I ask. It's very nice.
So yeah, I mean, mine's the pharmacists I meet vary between don't appear to have a clue and couldn't do enough for me. It's just pure luck, really. I remember having a medicines review when pharmacists were trying to get in and being urged to do medicine reviews instead of GPs, except that all that happened is I went and had a medicines review with the GP as well. So the NHS got stung twice. But in fact, this guy, I went in and sat down with him, and then we started going through my rather long list of medications, and he never indicated that he knew anything about any of them. He just said, "Now, what do you take that for?
Oh my goodness!
What do you take that for?" And I was thinking, either you're stupid, or you're possibly not a pharmacist at all, or you're doing it subtly in order to make sure that I understand what I'm taking and why. Which I don't mind that. But the fact is, he didn't help me at all. And towards the end, when I was really getting quite shirty, he said, "Well, you appear to understand everything about your medication, don't you?" I said, "Yes, I do. I take it." Yeah. So a complete waste of time.
Well, you shouldn't understand. You've got dementia,
You've
Joe.
got dementia.
Well, there's that as well, but I'm not sure we got round that one.
It's like
so we're on totally alien ground for Gail here.
Yeah.
Never goes anywhere near a pharmacist
or a doctor if I can help it.
I once went. I tended to pick up my weekly tray of blister packs on Saturday mornings or Friday afternoons, and they start on the Monday. So this one time, about 7 or 8 months ago, I went along on Saturday morning and I found that the pharmacist was shut.
Oh,
yeah. Ours doesn't open on a Saturday.
Really? Oh well, ours does, but this time it's shut. And I looked around, and a few other people were trying to get things as well. And we looked at each other, and then we found a little notice. It was up there saying, "Sorry, we apologise. Due to unforeseen circumstances, we will have to shut on Saturday the X." I said, "Oh my God, without my pills." In fact, I was starting on Saturdays then, which was half the problem. I know I will be sort of out of this world a little bit by evening. And so we looked at each other outside the shop. Saturday couldn't go to the GP, couldn't do anything. Anyway, it transpired. I mean, I had to go through, in the end, NHS 111 and go through my list of medications. And they then arranged for me to go to, or for someone to go to Tesco's in town, which is 10 miles away, and pick up stuff. And then Tesco's in town didn't have it all, so they had to go to another one in Telford. And Tesco's made the person who went pay for it when I'm
Oh,
over
no.
65. Well, I'm over 60, so I don't pay. And they said, well, you have to pay. I said, but I don't pay for prescriptions. And they said, but this isn't your normal place, so therefore you have to pay.
No, what a load of
I
rubbish.
complained. I know. I complained about that too, but didn't get anywhere with it. They, anyway, it took my various members of my family and me on the phone till something like 9 o'clock at night to get the pills.
Oh my goodness.
And then I contacted the pharmacy and they said, "Oh, we put that notice up 2 weeks ago. You must have seen it." I said, "No, I don't read things that are not obvious if I don't need to." I said something like, "Well, you know, I don't expect that to happen. I only come in on a Saturday morning to pick up my pills." And no one said anything or whatever. "Oh,
Yeah,
it's been up for 2 weeks. You should have seen it." Well, I didn't.
Mm.
And why would I?
Yeah.
Et
So they
cetera.
should say, shouldn't they? Oh,
They should have been saying
know.
every time. Because
Yeah.
if it had been up for 2 weeks, they should have been telling everybody every damn
Yeah.
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, by the way, we're closed for the next 2 weeks. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm glad I don't take tablets.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
well,
I'm
sure.
glad you don't use the
stick to
pharmacy.
sugar cubes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What a palaver.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe we should do some talks for pharmacists.
I think I'd rather not, actually.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
well, I might. Yeah. I mean, that's a good idea. And maybe if they saw this, they would realise that they're not our best friends because they
No.
don't really work for us.
No.
There must be a Royal College of Pharmacists or something. We
Oh,
can
sure. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
include them in the tweet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea, actually.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have said they can be very helpful,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but they
But
don't
they
tend.
can also make things very difficult.
Well, they don't tend to take into account anybody's individual circumstances. You know,
Yeah.
what do we all say? They see us as a person, not as
Mm.
a pound sign in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.